Welcome to another edition of Whiskey, Games, and Nerd Stuff. Today we're going to take another visit with the Friday the Solo Adventure and see if we can defeat the pirates. Today's whiskey is Johnnie Walker Red Label. Picked up this little small bottle at the store, thought I'd give it a try. See if we can defeat some pirates. Just try this real quick. Oh, it smells good. Oh yeah, that's good. That's really good. So for those that have not seen the other videos in this game, I did a brief video on what the game was about and an intro. Today's video, we're going to go ahead and try and play through it. So I will go ahead and spread this out a little bit, and we will begin with the first challenges. So the first one we have is further exploring the island, or wild animals. Let's see. Well, this early on in the game, we're just not going to get 4 because I don't think there's 4 in the entire here in here. 2 is going to be a little bit hard, so let's go ahead and try the further exploring the island. So we'll flip over our first card, and it is a weak card, 0. So right now we're at 0 and need 2 more. Let's flip over our second card. And it's another weak card. We're not off to a good start. Well, we're still 2 away. Let's flip over our third card, and it's -1. Ooh, ouch. All right, so here where we're at is, I don't think we're going to defeat this one. It's going to cost us actually 3 life to fix this challenge. We're not going to beat this challenge in this particular one, and we can try one more. But these are usually, there could be another -1 in here, there could be a 1 or a 2. Chances are, best case scenario, we're going to get a 2, which would still put us 1 behind. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one a loss. We will go ahead and lose this, and that means we're going to lose 3 life. And because we lost 3 life, we can actually get rid of 3 cards, and we'll get rid of these 3 zeros and the -1, and then we go ahead and lose that particular task. So let's go ahead and try another hazard. They're actually called hazards. We've got with the raft to the wreck, which is a 0. That should be an easy one to get. And we've got with the raft to again. So basically, we've got 2 zeros. So we go ahead and flip over a card, and we beat that one. So we'll go ahead, oh, sorry, we should have picked 1. We'll go ahead and pick this one. So we beat this one. 1 is greater than the 0. And we also got a destroy card, which will come in handy down the road. Let's go ahead and try another hazard. We've got further exploring the island for a 2, with a bonus of +1 card if we get it. And with the raft to the wreck as it is 0. Now, we're going to go ahead and try for the 2, because if we can get this and win this challenge, you see how we'll get the 2 card when we fight later on. So we're going to go ahead and try that. We're going to flip over our 3 cards. So, uh-oh, no. We've got distracted at a -1. So now we are 3 away. We've got a weak card. And we've got a weak card. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pay a life to get 1 more card. And it is a genius. So we've got a genius. Now, unfortunately, we had the -1. We had 2. So now we're at +1. So I'm going to pay 1 more life, and let's luck out and see if we can luck out and get a 1. Shoot, we got a weak, so I'm going to pay 1 more life, and, oh darn it, we got a -1. Alright, so now we're at a whopping 0, so we're 2 away. So at this point, we're just going to go ahead and have to pay this 2 life to lose, and we are going to get rid of this -1 card, and this -1 card for future fights. We lose this hazard, and these go away. So that was probably not the best option there. But at least we got rid of some of those -1s. So we've got a Exploring the Island again with a 1. But that's a good card to come back later because that's a life. And we've got Furthering Exploring Iron Island at a 2. So let's go ahead and go for this one, because if we get this one, when it comes back, we get a life. So we're going to flip over 2 cards. Oh no, our first card is Distracted, so we're at -1. Our second card is a 0. Let's try and pay a life for one more card. We're at 0 again. We will pay another life to get one more card. And what's nice about this is it is a 0, but we will, later on, we will tap this to get 2 life. So we'll get 2 life back. So we are at a whopping -1. We are still 2 away. We will pay 1 life. And we've got a focus. So we've got 1 and -1. So we're back to 0. The rest are zeros. So let's pay 1 more life, and let's hope this can be a positive number. Darn it, it's a 0. Let's go for broke. Pay another life. All right, we are not having any luck here. So we are -1 again, meaning we are 2 away. I don't think there's any 2s or even 1s left in this pile, so we will go ahead and, since we're 2 away, we're going to have to pay 2 life. But because we pay 2 life, I'm going to get rid of these 2 -1s, so we don't have to run into them later. We will lose this challenge, and we will put all these cards back. And let's try again. We've got Exploring the Island for 1. And we have With the Raft and the Wreck for 0. So we've got an exchange and a destroy. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually win a challenge with a 0 for once. Great, we got a 1. So we went ahead, and because 1 is greater than 0, we went ahead and won this one. We didn't lose any life. Unfortunately, we are going to have to reshuffle. Now, when you're reshuffling, we will need to add in one of these aged cards. And when you add in the aged cards, they are not good cards. So the idea is good old Friday, Robinson, whatever you want to call him, as we go, the older he gets, the more slower he gets as far as survival and getting off the island. So those aged cards are not the best cards. Let's go ahead and try and sip on another whiskey real quick. And please, for those that are watching, if you notice that I'm playing this wrong, if I've misplayed, or if you just happen to just see anything in general where, oh, hey, you should have played the card this way, feel free to like in the comments, and I will go back and look at it. So let's go ahead and try. We've got With the Raft of the Wreck or Cannibals. We're not even going to touch Cannibals. So we are going to try and get a 0 again, which is good because if we can get this card later on, it will give us a life. So we get 1 card for free. It's a week. That's not good. Now, we will pay a life because we want to get an extra card. And thankfully, it's a 1. So we went ahead and won this challenge. 1 is greater than 0. We'll pick up that life for later. And we'll go on to the next one. So we've got With the Raft, the Wreck again, and we've got Exploring the Island. We're going to go ahead and go with Exploring the Island because with Exploring the Island, if we can come back and get this card later, we will be able to get this plus 1 life. So we get to go ahead and flip over 2 cards. Our first card is 0, which is a week, and 2, Genius. Nice. So not only did we get that, we completed this card. Now, unfortunately, we know that we used our 2, so we'll have to keep this in mind, and this is kind of important as you're playing down the road, that keep in mind how many 2s you have in there, how many 1s, because that'll help with the strategy as you play. That is just so good. So good, so good, so good. All right, we're going to go ahead and have With the Raft, the Wreck, or With the Raft, the Wreck again. All right, so we've got copy or minus phase 1. That's good later on, because what will happen is Once you get past the green phase, you go to yellow phase, and then you go to the red phase. This is good because when it comes later on, rather than having to do a 3, we would go down 1. So we will go ahead and try this. We just need to get a 0 with 1 free card. We got a 0 because it's equal to. We went ahead and won that one. Alright, we've got Explore the Island or Cannibals. We're not strong enough for the Cannibals yet. So we will do Explore the Island. We get 2 free cards and we just need a 1. We've got, now I will have to read the rules real quick and see what the stop means. This card stops you drawing of free cards. Okay, so because it says stop, we don't get that extra card right here. So now we've got to pay a life if we want to have another card. So I will go ahead and pay a life. And we won this one. So 1 equals 1. Nice. We're getting a few of these. So let's go ahead and try. We've got Exploring the Island or Wild Animals. We will not try the Wild Animals yet, but we will try the Exploring the Island once more. We'll flip over our 2 cards. We've got a Week for 0. And we've got an Eating for 0. But we are going to go ahead and tap it so we can get 2 life back. And then we will pay a life to get another card. It's a Week. We just need a 1, so let's go ahead and pay 1 more life. We'll be broken even from those 2 we gained. And it is another Week. We did not want that. Alright, let's see. You know what we'll do? Let's go ahead and call this one. I will pay a life to fail it. And we will get rid of, let's get rid of one of the bad weeks. Okay, these are all even. We don't want to get rid of the life one, so we will get rid of that one and put these other ones in here. And we've got Wild Animals or With the Raft. We'll do the With the Raft. We get 1 free card. And it is a 0 destroy, so I am not sure what that is, so we will check real quick. Destroy is not all fighting cards in the Robinson stack are helpful for you. With this special ability, you can turn one of the other drawn fighting cards face down. The abilities of this card are canceled for the current fight, but still counts as a fighting card and has a fighting value of 0. This card cannot be removed by any other special ability. After the end of the fight, destroy the face down card and remove it for the game. Okay, cool. So we will draw our second one, which is a 1. And we, oh, you know what? Actually, sorry, I messed up. We only needed a 0, so it wouldn't matter, and I don't want to destroy that card. So that was almost a misplay on my part. I'll go ahead and try it again. We've got Wild Animals and Exploring the Island. We'll try Exploring the Island, get our 2 free cards. We got a 1. We can stop there with a focus. Not too bad. We've got With the Raft and Further Exploring the Island. Okay, so we seem to be getting a lot of 0s, so I think there may be a couple 1s in here. Oh, there's only 1 card left, so we'd have to reshuffle after this. You know what? Let's go ahead and go for the 0. So we've got 1 for 1 card to get that 0. We matched it. Great. Now, unfortunately, because we've already gone through this aged deck again, we will need to add 1 more of these crappy aged cards in there. And as you can tell, we are down to 4 life. We've got Wild Animals, and we've got Exploring the Island. You know what? Let's go ahead and go for the wild animals. Let's live dangerously. Let's take a little sip of whiskey for good luck. We have a weak, which is pretty weak. We have a genius. Nice. So we can stop right there. We picked up this one and sort 3 cards. We'll find out what that is later, but the good thing is we picked up a 2, and those 2s definitely come in handy. All right, we've got exploring the island again, or further exploring the island again. Let's go for the 1, only because we got that 2 out there, and I think we might have a couple ones in here. Oh, and what do you know? So we went ahead and 1 equals that. We pick up a 2 card. Oh no, and if you look, folks, we are now at the end of the first stage. So we will now go to the yellow stage. Now, what that means is we will reshuffle all these hazards that we did not win. And now instead of going for the green number, we now have to go for the yellow number, which makes everything a little bit harder. And I think we only picked up one of those cards that gives us the ability to go to the lower phase. So our choices are further explore the island or further explore the island. Well, I guess we go with further explore the island. Now, unfortunately, we've got to get the 5. So we've got to get the 5 with 3 cards. We're down to 4 life. I don't think this is looking good for us, folks. We'll go ahead, and our first card is a weak. Our second card is a strategy, but it is a 0, and it's a 2 times exchange. So exchange is you place one of the other face-up fighting cards on the Robinson discard pile. You can choose one card you already used for the special ability and draw a card as a replacement. Place it out in the same spot as the discard pile. If the new card has a special ability, you can use it now or later. Okay, great. So basically what this is going to do is once we finish our free cards, we're going to be able to exchange 2 more cards. So we've got our third free card, which is a 1. So right now we only need to get 1 more, and we are going to exchange 2 cards. So let's exchange this one, and that is going to give us an extra life. And we can exchange this copy card, and that gives us a 0 eating, but we can tap it for 2 life. Now we're still at a total of 1, but let's go ahead and pay a life to get 1 more card. And unfortunately it's a weak again. Let's pay another life to get 1 more card. Great, it is a 2. So we went ahead and passed that one, and we picked up another 2 for later. So that worked out pretty well for us. I think that deserves a little drink. And as we're playing this, if you have other games that are kind of just relaxing that you can sit down and chill and play, that are good solo games, please feel free to put those in the comment section. As you can tell, this kind of game is just it's just kind of a nice little relaxing game. We're not going to go for the wild animals because we're not going to want to try for 7, but we'll try for 5. And I've been playing this for a while now, and I've yet to beat it. I'm hoping to actually get to beat it on one of these. Alright, cool. So we've got a 0, and it's a phase 1. So now instead of the 5, we only have to get the 2, and we have 2 more cards. So that kind of came in handy on that free card to get that phase 1. And we've got 1, and you'll use that to get 1 more life. And we get 1 more free card, which is a weak. So we will go ahead and pay a life to get 1 more card. And it is a 0, but I will tap it to get 1 more life. And then we will pay a life to draw a card. Oh no! So these are the aging cards. Remember how I was telling you how the aging cards kind of suck? So not only did we get a 0, but we lost a life on this card. So now we were still at 1. And we haven't got any -1s yet. All we do is need a 1, and because this is a 2, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can pay one more life to get it. And okay, so we have an exchange. So we are going to go ahead and exchange 2 of these zeros for 2 other cards. There's a 1. So actually, you know what? Let's just exchange the 1 because we only needed 2, and if this is a minus, we don't want to lose it. So we went ahead and won this one. Wild animals, and we will go with the wreck. So we only need to get a 1. Alright, we got a 0. We'll pay a life because we're going to lose a life anyway. We're going to do a week. Alright, so at this point, I don't know what's in here. I will pay 1 more life because we lost that life. I can go ahead and destroy that, get rid of that 0. It wasn't a good 0. And we will go ahead and try one more challenge. So we've got cannibals, which we don't want to do, and exploring the island. So we just need to get a 1 again with 2 cards. And focused, great. And we went ahead and picked that one up. Further exploring the island. And with the raft, the wreck. Let's do for the exploring the island. Get that nice easy 1. Oh no, and that was a stop. Well, that's okay because we would have had a stop anyway. Now unfortunately we've got to mix yet another H card in here. Now when you go through all your H cards, you actually die. So let's go ahead and... Ooh. Alright, we'll pay 1 life, because we would have to pay a life anyway if we lost this one. So we'll pay 1 life for 0, as long as we don't lose any more. This is a food card. We will tap it. Not only do we get our life back, but we went ahead and won this one. Alright, so this is going to be a little challenging. We're down to 1 life, 1 life. So we've got wild animals, and we've got exploring the island. We will do exploring the island because I don't think we're going to accomplish the wild animals. So we get 2 cards to get 3. We have a -1 because we were distracted. Apparently we were looking at the whiskey and noticed our glass was empty. And we were weak. So we will pay 1 life and hope we get a 2. Nice. Okay, so we got a 2. So we went ahead and completed this one. Now we have no more life, folks. So if we lose 1 more life, we will lose the game. Let's hope we can get... Okay, wild animals is not something we want. We will try to explore the island. We just need to get a 1. Or sorry, we need to get 3 with 2 cards. We've got a 2. Sort 3 cards. Sort 3 cards. You can drop the 3 cards, one after the other from the Robinson stack, and look at them. Afterwards, you can discard up to 1 of those cards, the Robinson discard pile, and place the remaining cards back down. Oh, great. So I'm going to go ahead and sort 3, and we are going to stack our deck. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we are going to put that one there because it was a 0. We have 2. Now we have 3. We completed that one. We need to get some of these life cards to start building up a little bit of life. We've got cannibals again, or with the raft, the wreck. We'll do with the raft, the wreck. So it's nice, easy. We just need to get a 1. Great. We were focused. We completed that one. And we can do exploring the island or further exploring the island. We'll do exploring the island, which is a 3. We've got 2 shots. Ooh, weapon, good, that's 2. And we got a food for +1 life. But that's still a 2. We need 1 more. So we need to pay to draw our extra card. That's a food. We're going to tap it to get 1 more life, but I'm going to pay it to draw 1 more card. And we got an exchange. An exchange was, you may exchange up to 2 of the face-up cards following the same rules as above. So when you place one of All right, so we're going to do it to exchange. We're going to first exchange this card, and which gave us 2 life. And then we'll exchange this card, which gave us nothing. However, we are still 1 away, and now we can pay 1 life. But if we pay 1 life, we will not complete this task. You know what? Let's go ahead and pay a life, because then when we pay a life, we can get rid of a card. This 0 is not helping us. If we happen to make it through the next one, that one won't come in handy. So let's just hope we get a good luck on the draw on this. And unfortunately, we kind of messed up. We are in the red now, so this is going to be a red one. So we've got, with the Raft the Wreck, add a 3. And let's see what we will be facing. Cannibals. Well, we're not going to do cannibals. So we now have to go for a 3. So we got 1 card to get 3. We got a 0, which is phase 1, which is good. But we still went away. We're going to lose a life anyway, so I'm going to pay a life to draw a card. And we got a 2 with the weapon. So we completed that task. It's good. We're barely holding on to our teeth. We've got a exploring the island or a further exploring the island. We will go for the exploring the island, but we have to get 6 with 2 cards. There's 1. There's 2 points. There is 3. We'll tap to get 1 life. We still need 3 more, so we will pay to get 1 more. And unfortunately, that's the game, folks. So we needed 6. We only have 3, so we would have lost 3 life, meaning that we are now dead. So, darn it, I was hoping to maybe the luck of the camera would be on this. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I did get a new camera. I don't know if it's going to be any better or not. It was just a little bit more than the one I had. I'm still kind of deciding what I want for the pricey one. Let me know if anything, if the sound, the picture, how this worked on this one. We're still updating the website, and we're going to have some fun changes coming forward. As I mentioned, when I'm back home after traveling, I've got a friend that we're going to go ahead and have some discussions about graded comics. And also, for those that stuck around, I do really appreciate it. So please try to remember to like, comment, and subscribe. But if you do see some other whiskey-related, game-related, or nerd stuff-related stuff that you would like to see comments on, would love to hear it. I appreciate you watching us through this playthrough. I will try one a little bit later. Maybe what I'll do is I will mix the good old Johnnie Walker Red Label with some ice, see if the ice does the trick. I mean, we are on a desert island after all, and maybe a little ice in our whiskey would make a difference. Once again, cheers.